Yes, good afternoon, students. Today, the topic for discussion is accounting cycle. Basically, it is focused on journal and ledger, right? As you know, that accounting cycles evolve starting from journal. First of all, journal is the most important method where we are going to record the transactions, and after that is ledger. Third one is trial balance. In addition to that, trading and profit and loss account. Last one is balance sheet. Balance sheet is the method. It's the conclusion through which the company's original worth, original reputation has been shown. What do you mean by journal? Basically, journal is a book of original or primary entry as business transactions are recorded at the first instance. Transactions recorded in the order in which they occur. That means when the transactions are being occurring, they are being recording as in the order only. It's in chronological order. Basic. It's also known as basic book of accounting. The process of entering and recording of transaction is known as journalizing. Record of each transaction in the journal is called journal entry. Here is a pattern of journal in which we are going to record the transaction. First one is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit. Debit means debit what comes in, credit what goes out, right? We have to follow the basic rules of debit and credit and focused on three types of account: personal account, real account, nominal account. Personal account is basically relates with the person. Real account relates, personal account related to the, we can say the persons, and real account related with the organization that are really occurred, right? That are really exist in the world. Nominal account basically deals with the profit and losses, expenses and gains, right? Personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account deals with debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account deals with debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Very important that the journal is having so many advantages, as we human memory is not that much sharp that it's going to record so many transactions in itself only. So it provides a chronological method, that is date-wise record of transaction are being there. Transactions recorded as and when they take place. Chances of any transaction being unrecorded is reduced to the minimum. It facilitates preparation of ledger accounts, serves as evidences in the court of law. In future, if there's a need to produce the record, then journal, preparing journal is the best method to take that as an evidence in the court of law. Transactions recorded with narration, reason for each transaction can be ascertained. Okay, as you know, there's two sides of every coin. If there's advantages, there's a disadvantages always. When the number of transactions is very large, it's practically difficult for the human to record such type of transactions. But with the help of tally, it's bit easier, right? The system of recording all the transactions in a journal requires writing down the name of account, right? So such a system does not provide the information on strong basis. Information cannot be provided on very quick basis. You can retrieve the data, but it cannot be provided on count. First of all, the person, he or she should enter the information in a software, in tally software in a right manner, right? Such a system does not facilitate the installation of internal check system. If we have a serious look on limitations, it can be observed that most of them have been done. However, because of the advent of computer or vice versa, counting related softwares like this. Ledger. We can call ledger a secondary entry. First of all, the journal should be prepared, and after that only ledger can be prepared. Transactions recorded in the journal are finally carried to the ledger. Contains all accounts of a business, whether real, personal, or nominal. There's a format of ledger. You can see in front of your screen, date, particulars. Ledger we can also call ledger as a T format. T format method. Focused on based on T format. Date, particular for journal folio, amount. Date, particular journal folio, amount. So debit and credit. Difference between journal and ledger. Journal is a primary entry, whereas a ledger is a secondary. Okay, journal is prepared on the basis of source documents. Ledger is prepared on the basis of journal. It's prepared to record all the transactions in chronological manner, whereas ledger is prepared to know the net effect of various transactions. What is the net effect of any transaction? Journal cannot be balanced. We are just going to prepare. We are just going to post a transaction in ledger. The account should be balanced, right? We get the balanced amount, and that balanced amount has to be transferred in the further. That is a trial balance. In journal, narration written for each entry. In ledger, no narration is given. Journal case, the process is called journalizing. In ledger case, the process of recording. In journal is called posting. Next terminology is trial balance. Trial balance is a statement recording all the transactions of ledger accounts, right? Any given date, arranged in the format of debit and credit. Both the sides, debit should be matched with the credit and credit should be matched with the debit. And both the sides are not matched, that means there's a problem in the checking the checking of the arithmetical accuracy of ledger postings. Features of trial balance: a statement of or a schedule. It contains debit and credit balances of various accounts. If the trial balance does not agree, it points out that there are some errors. It can be prepared only after balancing all the accounts in the ledger. It is prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of book of accounts. Here are some objectives of trial balance. Trial balance are basically being prepared to check the accuracy of ledger accounts, ledger balances, that the ledger has been prepared in a correct manner or not, and provide a basis. Trial balance is the basis for preparation of final accounts. Right? It also provides a summary of ledger accounts. Disadvantages of trial balance: there are certain errors which are not disclosed by a trial balance. Right? You can say there's so many errors. We're just matching the debit balance with the credit balance and credit with the debit. But we are not considering other errors that have been committed in ledgers, right? So it does not provide detailed information about ledger accounts, right? It's not a substitute. We cannot say it's a substitute of financial statements, just a mean, it's a statement of debit and credit balances matching. Errors can be disclosed by trial balance or not disclosed by the trial balance. कौन से errors हैं that cannot be disclosed by trial? Posting of wrong amount. You have posted wrong amount in ledger and it has to be transferred in the trial balance itself. Wrong side, you have posted the transaction wrong side. The transaction has to be recorded on debit side, but you have recorded on credit side. So there's a mismatch between the balances of debit and credit. Mission to post from journal. You are not posted your entry from the starting itself. If you are not posted, then it will not come in ledger. And if there's no ledger entry is not there, then you are not going to pass that entry in the trial balance, right? Carrying wrong amount to a trial balance, you have carry forward the wrong amount to that trial balance. Wrong totaling is also a basic problem for the matching of debit and credit balance of trial balance. Wrong totaling, we can say that errors not disclosed by trial balance are error of omission, that you have omitted some points, right? Incorrect amount recorded. The amount is 1,000, but you have recorded 10,000. Then there's a problem for the matching the arrangement of debit and credit balances. I'm I'm going to prepare one movie for you from where you will learn and grasp more. So, friends, that's it for today. I hope you have understood the lecture of journal and ledger as well as the trial. Thank you, students.